even the people that you think that will not do you like that, even your spouse, when you're like, this one is my person, my soulmate, oh my gosh, men will still be men. Give it time. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Just Lover Grace and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. If this is not your first time, if you're a returning subscriber, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you joined me today. Today's topic, let me quickly give this plot twist. What I want to say is not what you think I want to say, so you have to actually watch this video to see the angle that I'm coming from.
If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Now let's get into the video.
Men are men. Men will always be men. The angle that I'm coming from with this topic is not men as in the male species. No, I'm talking to men as like, I say men, when I say men, I mean humans generally. That's what I mean. And when I say men are men, men will always be men, I'm coming from the angle that every man has a weakness. No matter who you are, you definitely have a weakness. And this is understandable because men are not angels, men were made from dust. And so when I say men are men and men will always be men, I just want to remind us so that, no matter who the person is, you don't get too offended when they do something wrong, because that's men. Men will judge you unfairly. Men will be mean to you. Men will be unkind to you. Sometimes they might not even want to do that, but they just find themselves doing that. Men will know the right thing to do, and rather than do that, they will go ahead and do the wrong thing. Men will get jealous. Men will be envious of you. And it doesn't matter. It could be your best friend, it could be your spouse, it could be your sister. These are things that are common to men. If you see a man that seems to have virtues, has character that is not necessarily common to men, then that means that man is connected to something greater, something deeper. And that happens in many cases. For example, you'll see a believer who has given his or her life to Christ. But it doesn't end there. That believer also sustained the intelligence to renew the person's mind. So it's when you renew your mind that your character begins to change. But even at that, even the best pastors, even Mother Teresa, even Pope, whoever it is, the best religious leaders that I promise you, those who are closest to them know that men are men and men will always be men. Even the people that you think that will not do you like that, even your spouse, when you're like, this one is my person, my soulmate, oh my gosh, men will still be men. Give it time. The thing is, at the beginning, it never really seems like this because everything's chilled, everything's amazing, especially in friendships and relationships. Whatever it is, it always like seems very beautiful. But time is a revealer, and if you give any man time, you would definitely discover that this man has a weakness. And it's not something that is cute, but because we are social animals, because we're social beings and we need to interact with each other, it's important that we, accommodate, embrace our weaknesses. You say that if someone upsets you, you're going to cut them off. If someone does this, you're going to cut them off. You're going to be lonely. You're not going to have anybody to talk to. You're not going to have like deep, meaningful friendships. Friendship is when you know this person's weakness, but you have embraced it, you have accepted it, and you can, despite the weakness, you guys can still be cool, you guys can still be chill. But to say that you're looking for someone who doesn't have a weakness before you can maybe decide to settle down with this person or be friends with this person, you're gonna wait for a very long time, like a very, very long time. Every man or woman will get tempted. They will be tempted. And they will fall. It's not every time that the temptation comes that they will pass it. They would fall. I'm saying this because when you're dealing with man, you're going to always have to go through these things. These are like things I had to reconcile myself to, because I'm someone that used to get like really offended. I'm like, why do people behave like this? Why are people like this? Until the Holy Spirit told me, guy, you're not really much different yourself. And then it just showed me how you yourself, you offend people. You say someone is jealous of you. Would you, in all honesty, say that you've not been jealous of someone before? Would you say that you haven't gotten angry when you shouldn't have gotten angry? These are things that, you know, came to me. So every man has a weakness. That is fact. That is true. But we have to always differentiate between wickedness and weakness. I feel like wickedness is a lot deeper. Like when you see someone who is like sneaking into his child's room to go molest a child, that's not a weakness. That's wickedness. When you see someone who's like physically assaulting, you know, another person that he considers maybe your spouse, that is not weakness, that is wickedness. So there's a distinction between wickedness, because wickedness is like in, like, you know, very great proportions. Because I don't want us to say, oh, because I'm saying that men have weakness and men are men will always be men, that means that I should just always tolerate nonsense. When you see wickedness, I think that it is smart, it is wise for you to distance yourself from that person, so that the person doesn't ruin you in your excuse to accommodate the person's excesses. So what are we supposed to do with this information? First of all, I feel like the information is meant to get us to not just focus on someone's actions, because sometimes the motives can be right but the actions can be wrong. You know, someone might want to correct you because they want you to be better, and they come off as, you know, criticizing you or not doing it in love. So sometimes we just have to shift our focus from, you know, this person's actions and look at the motive sometimes, and that would help us to, you know, embrace each other's weaknesses and, yeah, just live peacefully. Another thing is, forgiveness is such a big deal. I honestly think that when you've sustained the ability to forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive, you, like, that's one of the virtues that I find that is super close to the character of God. Because honestly, it's not given to man to forgive, but we have to train ourselves. We have to learn to forgive each other. Because if you say that you're not going to forgive BC because of what she did yesterday, tomorrow or today BC is going to do something else, and Chinyere will do something else, Femi will do something else, Kune will do something else, and before you know it, you have like 50 people that you're offended at. How are you gonna live alone in this world? Like, people are definitely gonna offend you. So this information is to let us know that, you know, men are men will always be men, and that's normal. So we should always give that allowance for their excesses. You know, we should be kind, we should be forgiving, we should have expectations of people, but at the same time, we should always know that it's possible that this person disappoints me. Like, it's in the Bible. Like, you're not supposed to rely and just put your trust on man 100%. The only person that you should do that for is God, because he's the one that cannot disappoint you. But men, they might not even want to disappoint you, but they might just find themselves in situations where they cannot but disappoint you. And on this note, I feel like I've said everything I want to say. Really short video, but like, it came to me and I felt like I should share. I know the popular thing is like always cut people off, but I tell you, if you give people time, even if you get into 1,000 relationships and everything seems beautiful from the beginning, give it time, and then you will see that this person has a weakness, and then you just have to, is this something that I can cope with? Is this actually a weakness or a wickedness? Is this person aware of his or her weakness? Is he, like, you know, taking steps to, like, you know, overcome it? Yeah, but this is just the truth. Men are men will always be men. If you liked this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button, and please share this video to your friends. Please leave a comment. And yep, that will be all for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day, weekend, whenever it is that you watch this. Bye.